Hi everybody, I'm Paul Tran. Welcome to Learning Unplugged, the place to come for acoustic music and acoustic learning. What we do on Learning Unplugged is we take a look at some simple, effective models that help us think and do things differently. So let's put the saz away for a moment. Today we're going to take a look at a model that I use frequently when I'm working with people around building and maintaining trust. It's from Meister Green and Galford. It's called the trust equation. What we're going to do is take a look at the equation and then the four elements within it and how we can use it when we're out there in that wide world. So let's start off by taking a look at the equation itself. C plus R plus I divided by SO, and that's credibility, reliability, intimacy divided by self-orientation. So let's take a look at these four elements. The first element is credibility. This is where we look like we know what we're doing. It could be that we've got a track record we can use. That's really helpful. If we don't have the track record, we demonstrate that we know our subject really, really well. And also it helps if we're comfortable in our own skin. We've got a level of confidence about ourselves. And again, it's useful to be able to listen and demonstrate a bit of interest in the other people involved. And that's the best ways of enhancing your credibility. The second stage is what Meister Green and Galford call reliability. This is where we deliver on what we promise. Whatever we say we're going to do, we make sure we do. This is where we talk about under-promising and over-delivering. It's also useful to call other people out on their own reliability. It's almost as if we're so reliable, we make sure everyone around us is reliable too. And what we need with reliability is just the level of consistency so that over time people just know that we're going to deliver for them. So that's how we enhance our reliability. The third stage is all about intimacy. And this is where we become the kind of person that everybody wants to be around and everybody can offload to speak to talk about any topic to. In order to be able to enhance this, it's really, really useful that we use appropriate disclosure ourselves. We just give a little bit of ourselves in the hope that we encourage others to give a little bit back too. It's also really useful, again, if we can use a lot of empathy, if we can listen really well and be genuinely interested in the other people and their issues and concerns. So that's how we maximize our intimacy. So that's the top of the equation, credibility plus reliability plus intimacy. It's great if we can get really good at all three of these. What we have to be mindful of is overdoing what Meister Green and Galford call self-orientation. We've all been a customer where the person dealing with us is very credible, they've got a track record as a business, they take a real interest in us. And then they blow it at the end by just trying to close the deal too sharply, talking about the benefits to them. Come on, we've all been there, haven't we? Let's be mindful that we don't do this ourselves. So at this point, it's really useful that we listen and listen really intently. We clarify what they need, what they want. And we also make a connection between what works for us and what will work for them too. And it just shows that we're not just out there for us, we're also out there for them as well. So that's how we minimize self-orientation. So here's the trust equation. Credibility plus reliability plus intimacy divided by self-orientation. How I like to use this model is to get people thinking about the one element out of the four that needs a little bit more work, and have them concentrate on that for 2, 3, 4 weeks. And notice the more attention they pay, the better they get at that particular element. Once they've got that one down to a T, let's move on to the next one, the next one, the next one. It's also useful to be aware of the element that you regard as your biggest strength, and see if you can lend any of those behaviours to some of the other elements too. It's a really good way of getting and maintaining trust. I'd recommend you giving this a right good go. Let me know how you get on in the comments below. And if you want to know a little bit more about Learning Unplugged and my work in general, take a look at the website, which is ptps.co.uk, or you can take a look at the YouTube channel, which is Paul Tran Trainer. Have a great time with the trust equation, and I'll see you soon on the next Learning Unplugged.